I was kind of thinking of what this title would be, or what this video would be about, because, yeah, I didn't know what this video would really be about, but I realize now that life just feels such a drag, you know? Like, life in general feels really much of a drag, where you're constantly looking for things to do in life, and realizing that not much is happening, where it's just constant, you know, it's everywhere. Life is just a very unnatural situation right now, where the economy and everything has just gone uphill, and everyone's just lost for words to what to do, because everyone's constantly thinking about other things and everything around them, and it just feels such a drag. That life is a drag, where it feels unrealistic nowadays. It just feels so tiring and just useless, and you don't even want to do things that much anymore. You just want to sit there and do nothing. That's why it feels just like that. It feels a constant, just unknown of what's going to happen in the world, where you're just doing nothing every day, just nothing, and it's just a constant just drag, where it's the same thing every day, and it keeps getting worse, because each and every day nothing changes, nothing gets better, nothing seemingly moves through. Life is just gone. It just feels empty. Everything feels empty nowadays. It doesn't even feel you know, realistic enough now. It feels such a empty world, like a void, where you're falling through a void where it's just nothing now. Constantly, just nothing. Endless void that is just, you know, sucking us all of us up, pretty much. And it keeps getting worse, because it physically does not change at all. It just keeps getting worse and worse each and every week, every year. At this point, it's getting just horrible. And I believe everyone's just gonna keep following this demented pathway to wherever it goes. And I don't think it's gonna get any better. I mean, some people have said that when the hantavirus, you know, eventually comes around, things might change around. Things might get better. But I doubt the hantavirus will reach, you know, land. I doubt it will. And if it does, it's gonna be contained as fast as it's gonna go. It's not gonna be like COVID, the COVID situation, where it lasted a very, very long time, and then we had to spend a whole lot of time in quarantine. And people think, oh, yeah, if we have the coronavirus or the hantavirus again, we can go back into quarantine and, you know, pretend to be, you know, get Insta famous or YouTube famous, whatever. And yeah, it would work for a while, but then eventually the world will go back to normal. Sure, you'll be famous on TikTok or whatever, and you might make money off it, depending where you're from, because I'm pretty sure where I'm from, it doesn't really work here. But in America, I'm pretty sure it does. But yeah, you can make a ton of money from that kind of stuff. But it doesn't mean everyone else is going to be doing, you know, TikToking or YouTubing, because, you know, everyone else has jobs. Everyone needs to make a living. And people who, you know, don't do YouTube or do TikTok or Insta will not be, you know, be able to make money. They'll have to literally sit at home and work from home. And you know, most jobs do not have that willpower to, you know, work from home. You have to be exactly at the job, doing the work. And that's why I believe the hantavirus should stay on that ship at all costs. At all costs, that hantavirus should stay on that ship, because if it gets onto land, it's going to cause a whole lot of problems for all of us. A lot of more people are going to die, and it's not a good decision on anyone's part. I don't even think they should be, you know, having people go into the ship at all. I think everyone should just drop off stuff from the air onto the ship. I don't know how that would work, but they could figure it out. Just like always, we figure things out, and it would work. But no, they go in person to the ship, And yes, they're using, you know, hazmat suits or whatever, like suits to wear to, you know, not contrae the virus, but still, what if the virus still gets into you? Even though I doubt it would, but still, it's just a if it does. If you know, eventually screw up and not realize that you're not wearing the suit on that ship, and then you get screwed over because you get infected with the hantavirus. Because after all, this virus is more dangerous than COVID, and that's where it comes just in such a really bad place. And you know, this is why life has just gone so downhill and all that. And you know, every day of the week it feels like a drag. Like even myself, I feel like it's just a constant, you know, up and downhill. And you might feel the same way, where it's just endlessly going the same way. And it sucks, because it does. It feels just like an endless week, you know, where it's just repetitive. It gets really repetitive every week and every day. And you don't even know what to do, because that's what it just feels like. And there's no, like, you know, fixing it or, you know, making it better. As the world just keeps going, it just keeps getting worse. And we just sit here wondering why. But yeah, that's about it. I'll see ya later.